One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Dogs about to kick it away and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a tight end. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's back.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Berry. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think their staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU right back to the line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. Was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, and the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Just a short pass to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now we're immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tiger. Fit it in the window for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for space. It's Robinson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Motion from the wide receiver. Part of the backfield. It's Williams. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work.
Moves.
He's got it on the right. Throws those pads. He's out of bounds after a big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the fourth play of the drive.
55 weak.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got a man. It's Barry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. LSU quick to the line. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. And they'll knock him down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself.
There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give on the option. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's loose. That's plenty. He's at the touchdown dog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll return it. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's brilliant. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
42 Spider. 42 Spider. Ready.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hip stick upside his head.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Working on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. How about the Simnis Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and That might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success.
That's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fluke. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Pulls it in. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he gets there. They get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a fourth down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be passed, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it up?
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Rock. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off over the middle, it's Williams. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Using the quick game. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
42, Spider.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The play action fake. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a good catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense. And they do it right there, man. That's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Where win this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Rob. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going deep. He made the catch past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? Fade him towards that sideline, run and go. Nice ball, thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it. And just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the conference of home can really serve as a springboard. Big implications today and a notable result as one team treads upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring it down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, put that 3-4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Evans. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances. They'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team?
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Love the play call on the RPO. You're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting there.
And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Now the play fake. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
What a nice play by the defense. Not only get pressure, get the sack. Why is that big? The clock continues to run now. The offense is going to be in scramble mode. They're down, and they're fighting the clock.
Going to take a shot. Got it inside the 20. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
The RPO fires complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. Goes up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires to the end zone. And the pass is caught. Touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
They got the touchdown, guys. But I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30, in good starting position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. down. Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the third interception of the night. Got to the runner. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.